Good morning, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Actually, it's a sad Wednesday because Kaylee and Ian left and I'm still so sad that they're not here. It was nice to like have friends here and wake up and eat breakfast and go do something fun together. So they're gone, meh. But I did want to show you guys the crazy weird weather that we've been having. I know you guys are used to the weird weather, but this is kind of funky. So we have this big rain cloud over our house here. Hopefully you guys can see that. But look what happened. It totally blew the swan out of the pool. Like, it hasn't even started raining yet. And it blew the swan like clear out of the pool. And this is a big one. Oh no. And it almost popped it. But the little lizard guy, he was safe. I don't get it. Okay, swan guy is safe. Flamingo guy is safe. All the float guys are safe. So no need to worry. All safe and sound.
Happy Thursday! Is it Thursday? It's not Thursday, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday! But today we have had a crazy weekend, and so now we're going to have like a nice relaxing day. Maybe watch a new Disney movie. I think we're on to like a good Disney movie. I think we're on to Atlantis. I don't really remember, but yeah. I still don't know what day of the week it is. Happy Wednesday! So, we have a lot of leftover food. So we're snacking on chips and salsa. This is homemade salsa though.
But we did have smoothies. So here's the proof of our smoothies that we had. It was really good. It had peach, blueberry, kale, and blackberries and a little bit of plain yogurt. All right, so it's dinner time. We have a ton of leftovers. So what we ended up doing is heat everything up individually and have like little mini courses. So like the first course is bread from the German restaurant. That's a lot of bread, by the way, so you're really like gonna carb it up.
Is this all for me?
Yeah, because I have some in here. So here are the other courses. That's the rest of the bread. This is the sauerbraten from, or sour something. I think it's sauerbraten, but I'm not totally sure. It's actually Kaylee's leftovers that wouldn't like save in the car on the way home. So there's a little bit of the sauerbraten, I believe. The mixed vegetables, and one potato dumpling has like a little crouton inside of it. So there's that, and then also half of my Reuben. Oh, that doesn't look so delicious, but I promise it's gonna taste super delicious. The Reubens there are awesome. Their sauerkraut is awesome. And then we also have a couple slices of pizza left and a couple of breadsticks from the first night when we just like went crazy and had pizza. This is just gonna be a plethora of leftovers for dinner. So healthy. How is your first course, sir?
It is delicious, my lady.
Don't put that knife in your mouth.
Why not? I had to.
It's so unsafe.
It wasn't like a sharp knife.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking at Scotty, I guess, talking about something.
Scotty who? From Star Trek?
Star Trek, yeah.
Oh.
And I'm eating bread.
Well, I know that.
With like a lot of butter.
Ooh,
that's clean eating.
What's the bean doing?
He's taking up most of my space on the couch. Like
oh, you got something on your face, little bean bill. Tim never tells anybody when they have stuff on their face, does he?
He likes it.
No. All right, course number 2.
I didn't know that what you were doing.
I'm filming you because you're eating all your dinner courses with the bean next to you.
And I'm eating my beans with the bean.
So what is this stuff called? Because I don't think I know the name.
What was it called? It was called sour.
Is it sauerbraten?
Sauerbraten.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
But I thought brats were like sausages, and this is like kind of like meatloaf that's been marinated in vinegar. Or not meatloaf, pot roast, yeah.
I think braten might be the type of meat, maybe.
Okay.
Because like wurst is sausage.
Oh, like okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So it's like bratwurst, so it's like beef.
Sausage?
Pork something, I don't know. I can look it up.
I'm surprised that Bandit isn't like sniffing at it. It must smell really bad.
Oh. He knows. He eats breakfast with me every morning.
Oh, so you let him on the couch now?
No.
Oh, you guys are best friends. All right, what number course is this?
15.
Nah, it was just a half of a Reuben from the German restaurant. So delicious.
And I didn't eat all the pizza. I only had one slice because I'm getting full.
Can't believe it. Ooh, is that Thunder?
That's why he's up here too, by the way.
Should we put on his Thunder shirt? You guys were saying that we didn't put it on tight enough, so maybe we should try to like do it a little bit tighter tonight and see if that helps.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
All right. I wasn't expecting you to answer me before I asked you. So it's been thundering a little bit, like kind of loudly, and Bean is actually doing okay. Why
I was being an evil, like, doctor.
Oh, Dr. Evil, you mean?
Yeah.
That guy. Do you hear it? I wonder if they can hear it in the house like we can.
You okay, Bandit?
But he's actually doing okay. He's not shivering.
He's like, breathing a lot.
Well, and he is like really close. Like he does that when it starts to storm and thunder. He wants to be like right next to you. So he is still doing that, but he's not shaking like he was and panting. So I think this is like a success. And this was one of the things that we received in the mail vlog, which is so super cool. Thank you guys. It's really helping.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and Bandit thanks you.
So tonight I was totally like, we should like sit down and like have a relaxing night and watch a Disney movie. We never actually did that. We did sit down, and that's basically all I've been doing. I've just been on Twitter all night, just kind of like hanging out. Because for a while I'd kind of like fallen behind. D23 really like put me behind the curve on Twitter. So I caught back up, and I'm back up to date, and I'm like back answering everybody on Twitter. And that's what I was doing tonight. I was catching up on that. And it feels good. It feels good to be like at the top of my replies. So we didn't actually watch a movie. Speaking of Twitter and answering comments, one of the things that's hardest for me to answer are the YouTube private messages. So I kind of wanted to go through, because a lot of them are just like questions that maybe you guys might be interested in hearing the answers to too. So we wanted to go through a few.
We had the winners of the contest that we just had were messaging us their information, and then we realized how many messages that there were in here that we hadn't checked.
Right.
So we thought we'd answer some of those because it's a lot of similar questions. So we figured we'll just answer them here in the vlog.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So the first question we have, and we get this kind of a lot, is people wonder how we can afford to go to the parks all the time. And what we do is we get the annual passes, and because we go so frequently, the annual passes end up being like fairly affordable.
Yeah, they end up paying for themselves pretty much. Like,
yeah.
Yes, it costs $100 every time if you were to go to Disney one day at a time.
Right.
But our annual passes, like, they're paid for within 5 visits if you think of it that way.
Yeah, so that's the way that we kind of get around like the huge fee, is just by getting the annual pass. And then with Universal, their annual pass is paid like by 3 times. Theirs is a little bit cheaper. So yeah, so annual passes are the way to go.
Yes.
Oh, this next one was actually kind of interesting. Somebody was asking about a good comedy club in Orlando, and I can't remember. I went to one comedy club, and it was Saks Improv Comedy Club.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still there.
I think they are. But it's been so long since I've been to one.
Yeah, I don't even know where they're located. And the only other comedy thing that I ever went to was when I got a speeding ticket, and I went to comedy
traffic school.
Yeah, that's like, I know that's not what you were asking, but that's like immediately the only thing I could think of. I don't remember it being that funny though. So I don't know.
So the next one is a kind of a common question we get, and that's why we don't go to Busch Gardens. 2 reasons. We had passes to SeaWorld and Busch Gardens, and they expired. And also, Busch Gardens is about 2 hours and 20 minutes away.
But we do have videos on the channel of Busch Gardens, because we did have passes there. If you search in the videos like list, you can find them if you want to look for them that way. So yeah, but maybe we'll renew them. You never know.
One of the other questions that we get kind of often is about the bats, and the bats are gone. Bats are no longer in the attic. The one-way bat door worked.
Yeah.
And they vacated the premises, and now we still have bats outside.
Because we put the bat house outside for them.
Yeah, they're not in the bat house yet, but they are like living in the trees around us.
We do see them, yeah.
Yeah, so they're still there, but they're not in the house, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that's good. So this is one that people ask kind of a lot, is what editing software do we use? And we use
Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2015.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
that's what it's called.
Yeah. And it's great. I really love it. It's super easy and really user-friendly. I learned how to edit on my own by watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
So.
But that being said, if you guys are looking to start a YouTube channel, the editing software really isn't that important.
Oh,
this just happens to be what we're used to, so that's what we use.
So what are some other ones that we, like, what did we start out with?
Oh, we started out with Windows Movie Maker. That one was terrible. It was like the worst editing software I've ever used in my life.
So we went to iMovie.
Then we went to iMovie, which we were on for quite a while, and it was very easy to use. Then I tried Final Cut, which I hated, even though it was based off of iMovie, or iMovie was based off of Final Cut. And then I got Premiere, and it was amazing and easy and wonderful. Yeah. And that's what we've stuck with ever since. Probably for about 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And while we're on the subject of the videos, a lot of people ask us what camera we have, and we now have the Canon G7x. awesome. I love the video quality. I love the stabilization. The audio is pretty good. Like, you can still hear the AC right now.
But it's not so bad.
It's not bad. The low light's pretty good. It does get a little bit grainy in low light, and I think that's just Canon's processing, because before this we had the Sony Mark III R100, whatever it was called. Same exact image sensor in those two cameras, but this one is just a little bit better stabilization, so we like it better. And we also have a Canon SX700 HS that we had before this, but still good, and it's just sitting over on the table over there.
Like
so like a backup camera, yeah. Oh, and then we have a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver. That's what we do all the time lapse and stuff on.
But like the everyday vlogs are on the Canon G7x.
Yeah, and a lot of people ask me if I use a GoPro for the everyday vlogs. I don't, because the audio isn't as good. I don't have the ability to zoom, no stabilization, and the angle of the lens is huge. It's 170 degrees on a GoPro, so it's like you would be able to still see my hand, still see my hand, still see my hand, and it would be like,
yeah,
it would just be, it's too wide. We use the Canon G7x and we like it.
So another question that we do get quite frequently is people asking what area they should move to. So we get a lot of messages of people moving from other cities in Florida or moving from other states altogether. Our honest answer would be to definitely talk to a licensed realtor, because they're somebody that would definitely be able to answer all of your questions. They would have information on the schools in the area if you have children. They would have information on just things that we definitely wouldn't know. So definitely be sure to contact a realtor if you have questions about the areas and stuff, because I don't know that we're qualified to answer.
Yeah. Also, Orlando's set up a little bit different than most cities. We are a commuter city. Like, the town of Orlando is kind of small, but there are so many outlying towns that it's just like, it's huge. There's no way for us to be like, you know what, you should live right there.
Yeah,
that's the spot. Okay. You alright there, buddy?
He's just like going crazy while we're doing this Q&A. Bandit, do you want your sweater off?
You want your thunder shirt off?
Is it not thundering anymore? Okay, come here.
Speaking of Bandit, people often ask what kind of dogs they are.
Oh yeah.
Bandit is a Cairn Terrier, and Armani is...
Well, he's a mix though. We're not totally sure. He's definitely mixed with something. And Armani is a Dachshund mix of some kind.
I like to call him a wire-haired Dachshund or a long-haired Dachshund.
Well, that's what they called him when I rescued him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Oh, and they are both rescue dogs.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like a basic overview of some of the things that, or some of the questions that we get on the YouTube Messenger app. And to be honest with you guys, if you guys want to ask us any questions, feel free to ask me over Twitter or send me a Facebook message. I'm a little bit slower at Facebook because it's pretty overwhelming. So I like Twitter better because I can kind of like pace myself a little bit easier. If you guys have any questions, be sure to ask us on Twitter.
So, and with that being said, we did want to say thank you, because over the weekend we actually hit 80,000 subscribers. Our little internet family is growing.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching the videos and supporting the channel and being our friends. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. And with all that being said, it is going on my bedtime. I think I'm gonna try to get to bed early tonight actually. So I'm off to bed and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Now it's time to pay the price.
Alright, here's the side-by-side action of the Canon over here and the Sony over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a little bit of like movement here so that you guys can see what the difference is between the Sony and the Canon. And I don't know, what do you guys think? The Sony has like 10,000 times better autofocus and the Canon has a lot better stabilization. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Which one do you think looks better and which one do you think sounds better? I don't know if we can do sound because I'm just going to have the same audio coming through. But which one do you think looks better? And then, I don't know, I wonder if I can do a low light really quick. Which one do you guys think looks better now in the low light? So, hooray! Side by side.